Overwatch on the stream, but it is A-okay. Overwatch will still be on B stream. We are going to have Call of Duty taking on Franklin College. Currently, they are up 1-0 in their series, heading into the Search and Destroy. I have not been given the map set for this, so I am just kind of running in blind. I'm also running both streams, so we'll see how this goes for our first time dealio here. I just need to get put into the lobby as we wait for the rest of the team to be, or as we wait for the invite, I should say. Just waiting on the players to get me in, and we'll see how this one goes. Map 1 was 250 to 147, I believe. I saw the end of the map 1, but I didn't quite see what the final score was. I saw the final score, but I don't really remember it too well off the top of my head. Also, I do want to mention, I apologize for the colors that are on the Franklin College side of the scoreboard. I just didn't have these prepared beforehand. I did not plan to stream this game. Even months before, I did not plan to stream this game. So we're gonna roll with the chaos here. Let's put it that way. As we load on into Bocage Search and Destroy. This is a map we've seen LVC play very well on time and time again. This is a good map for them. Map 1 was Tuscan Hardpoint, and like I said, LVC took that one to 250 to, I think, 147. So we are now ready to start on up as we load on into the lobby. I don't know if the scoreboard is broken or if the players are just not loaded in. It looks like the players are loaded in, so no, actually no, the players are not loaded in, so that is very unfortunate. We will have to get a restart of the lobby, so that is A-okay. We always run into these things. It's just the nature of Call of Duty Vanguard, so it is A-okay. But regardless, just going to wait for another invite back into the lobby. LVC Call of Duty, this is a big game for them as while the team that they're playing is closer to the bottom of the standings, this is going to be very big for seeding purposes. LVC did drop 2 series so far this season, and that has been a kind of issue for them. There are the tops, from what I have seen, the top 6 teams for NACE do qualify for the playoffs, so there's at least that, which is a very good sign for LVC. But at the same time, it's a bit tough because dropping one series is very tough on the standings. There's a lot of teams that are very, very close to each other in terms of record. But we'll see how this one turns out. Like I said, 2 losses, so currently 4-2. Next week, we will not have a Call of Duty match. The team that we were supposed to play has dropped out of the league, so unfortunately, LVC will not have a match next week, at least for Call of Duty. But it is all right. We will see We will see how LVC end out their season. They will either end up at 5-2 or they will be at 4-3. I would like to imagine, after seeing how parts of how Map 1 went, they will end up closer to that, or they will end up at that 5-2 mark, and that's being optimistic, obviously. We are a bit, or not a bit behind. We are a bit late here, but we are now loading on into Bocage. Hopefully, everyone loads into the map here. This is a map we've seen LVC play a couple times so far this season, at least when it comes to Search and Destroy. We've seen them play Hardpoint a fair bit as well, but Search and Destroy, we've seen them play here as we are just waiting for the timer now to count on down. I don't know much about this team that they are playing. It is Franklin College. They are, like I said, are in the lower end of the standings, so not 100% sure how it's all gone for them so far this season, but we will see. Looks like we're going to have LVC starting on the attack here. Going to have a 3-hit towards A. One player is going to be roaming out towards River. That's Spicy, gets cut down early. But Tenacious hunting for this player, pushing through. Dunder going to get the trade, and Tenacious flies through and manages to hit the shots, and ZWS going to fall. Now a 2v3 in favor of LVC here. We're going to see Dunder look to peek this player on. No, he's not on bomb. He decides to go tunnel as LVC still holding strong on the A site. And Tenacious going to hit that flank in the back of the spawn. And now it's all down to Jay here. Going to go to top plat, but it's not going to matter. He's going to meet a few players there. As LVC taking round number 1 fairly handily as we head into an overtime on the Overwatch map, or on the Overwatch side, map number 2. They're going to OT. Both teams captured all 3 points on the hybrid. So LVC Overwatch currently up 1-0 over the team that they're playing. I'm sorry, I cannot remember. It is Cornell College. I blanked for a second. My bad. But it's A-okay. I'm still adjusting to running 2 streams at once. And now Tenacious Spicy going to pick up kills on the pinch, and Chippy going to find one through mid, and that is a very, very quick round. LVC going up 2-0 now. Apologies for the stuttering and such on the stream. Also, no game volume. That is very tough. LVC up 2-0 now. That is looking good so far. That was a very clean round from them, so we'll see if they can continue to carry it through. Bomb going to go into the hands of Chippy. We have seen him have a phenomenal season so far this year. Going to be spotting that player gun sense inside of Tools, but not going to be able to pick up the kills. I don't think he was expecting that window to pop on open. Now Dunder going to grab the bomb and going to be able to bait gun sense over to the gun of Tenacious. It's a fantastic bait and switch from him, and we're going to see Jay here on the tank. Finds Dunder, but quickly traded out. Now a 2v2 situation. Bomb is down. Spicy managed to pick that one up, though. As now ZWS on the flank spot. Spicy going to be able to call that out to his teammate, and Tenacious also getting spotted. So we'll see if these LVC players can still pick up the kills. It looks like Tenacious is going to get cut down now. Spicy in a 2v1, 30 seconds remaining. So not a great situation for him. They most certainly know where he's at. He's going to have to gun one of these players if he wants to have a chance. Still got a little bit of time to work with, but not a lot. Looks like he's going to get pinched here, though. Super Slayer going to find this kill onto Spicy, and that's a round in the hands of Franklin College. Good round from Franklin as they managed to get a few picks to start off the round there, and that's really what gives Franklin the advantage there in that round, as it allows them to open up the map a little bit more, and those spots onto the LVC players was very, very big in that round in order to get those few kills. And now we're going to see a round number 4 where LVC is currently up 2-1. A full hit through mid so far. Jay going to pick one off for the first blood, but Chippy there to trade. This is going to be a very scrappy round. Chippy finds 2. Spicy finds another. Chippy found 1 there, by the way, not 2. That is on me. But looks like now it's all down to Jay. Jay finds Tenacious. Now going to be a 1v1 between him and Spicy. Has the bomb in his hands. 40 seconds left, so good situation for him. But Spicy going to be up top in Grandma's, but he gets gunned by Jay. Fantastic shots from Jay to even that one up. I definitely did not expect him to get that kill there, but headshot after headshot, gonna prove to be deadly for Spicy there. Unfortunately, Spicy not able to pick up that kill, and that's gonna give another round over to Franklin. Still keeping themselves in this one. That is Big for them as they certainly don't want to drop any more games. They've already dropped a few, but Dunder going to peek there with Chippy. And Jay going to fall very, very quickly. There's another player sitting in mid, or sitting right outside of mid here. Tenacious gets traded out. He's on an island, so him and ZWS were pretty much by themselves. And now Shot's going to go get put down, but Dunder able to pick up the kill over towards Barn. And now Gunsense going to have to work with Super Slayer here. Dunder trying to get control of this ace site, working with Chippy here. Chippy trying to plant the bomb, gets the tag from Super Slayer, but no nades, so he's going to be able to stay alive and get that plant, and he gets on out of there. He's going to have to rely on his teammate to find some picks here, Gunsense, but Chippy just running around him, finally going to find that kill. But Dunder, with the pistol, managed to pick that one up, and now it's all down to Spicy in a 1v1 with Super Slayer. Spots him on the bomb, though, and that's a great angle. And a smart play from Spicy to get up top Barn, and LVC still in the lead. Over on the B stream, by the way, we did see LVC take map number 2 as well on the hybrid. I believe it was the hybrid. And now LVC looking to close that series out in a 3-0 sweep. As LVC Call of Duty also looking to close this, or looking to get a 3-0 sweep, but they'll have to get through the search and destroy first, and it all starts with winning a few more rounds here. Dunder pushed up very heavily towards this gate, but all of the players of Franklin, minus Jay, going to be pushed up pretty far. Tenacious, though, with the gunny, able to pick that first player up. 2 more going to run straight into his gun. That's Super Sense down now. Or sorry, Super Slayer, not Super Sense, my bad. Super Slayer down. Jay looking for something to get through onto this site. That's a great start. Chippy falls to Jay there in the 1v1. A bit overzealous, I'd say, from Chippy there, but trying to get a heat check. Tenacious not going to spot that player top Grandma, and he's going to pay for it as he gets called out. Now a 2v1 for ZWS here. Spicy managing to pick up Jay before the bomb gets planted. ZWS, though, in not the worst position. Spicy going to hop up on this tank. Shots not too clean from ZWS. And now he's going to get pinched here from Dunder. LVC just trying to hunt for him, but Dunder finally going to spot him, and that's a kill for Dunder. The pinch is there for LVC, and they managed to take that round and slowly but surely increasing their round lead. Now up 4-2. Just a couple more rounds away from putting themselves in a situation where they could 3-0 this series in a fairly quick fashion. Not as dominant as we've seen them do in the past, but still a respectable 3-0. But Franklin certainly have some fight in them, so I'd imagine we'll see a bit from them in this one. Jay having a solid game, but he's going to need to see some help from his teammates if they want to stay alive in this map, and that's a good start. ZWS finding one. Gunsense going to get the spot onto Dunder, and the B-hop not quite good enough. Chippy in tools here. Might be able to pop through this door and look towards Gunsense. But he's going to back down, and Super Slayer gets spotted by Tenacious. The shot's just a bit off, and now it's all down to a 1v3 for Chippy. Has the bomb, but only 50 seconds left, and now Franklin know where he is. He's going to be trapped in tools here. These players from Franklin don't really need to push. They just need to force Chippy to stay in tools, and whenever he pushes out, they should have the angle to take him out. And no, they just don't look at it. Super Slayer, though, watching over B, so it's a wise play from him. Trying to bait those players over. Finds the first, but only 20 seconds left. Chippy just making noise, running about. Still alive, but he needs at least 5 seconds to get this bomb planted. And it looks like he'll have the time, but Super Slayer should be able to get to this site as he's planting. Not quite. We'll see if Chippy can pick up this kill, and no, he cannot. Franklin making sure not to throw that round and throw that 1v3. Looked a bit scary for a second, but it all works out for them as LVC now LVC dropping that round, and 4-3. Franklin, as I had said, keeping it close, and it's what you'd like to see from them, especially with the season that, from the standings that I've looked at, the season that they've had. So now we'll see Franklin on the attack once again. LVC going to look to defend the bomb sites, and it's going to be a huge 4-hit over towards A. And I mean, we see this type of thing fairly often, and it just varies a little bit by team. Chippy going to get a couple spots, and now ZWS pushing through, but Chippy wins that one-on-one. That is a big win, and Tenacious going to win his one as well. Chippy helping Tenacious find that third kill, and all of a sudden, it is all down to Jay. Gets a spot into Tenacious. Did he see Chippy? I really hope he did, but I don't know the FOV these players are on, so there's a chance he didn't see him. I doubt it, though. He does need to grab the bomb. LVC wisely playing on a pinch with that bomb. And finally, that kill going to get picked up, and LVC now on map point. Spicy going to be the one to pick up Jay at the end of the round there. As LVC just one round away now from going up 2-0 in the series and forcing Franklin into a reverse sweep. LVC going to be on the attack here. It's certainly going to hit the A bomb site, as we've seen pretty much every round from both teams. ZWS going to play in tools here. Tenacious going to pick up that first blood onto Jay, though. The bomb going down. Spicy finds another pick. Chippy just going to stop planting and fly at Super Slayer. It's a 1v4 to keep them in the map, and it is not looking good for Franklin. Super Slayer at least gets the spot into Tenacious, but it does not matter. Chippy flying into tools, finding that kill. LVC taking the round, taking the map, and now up 2-0 in the series. That is what you like to see from the boys in blue at LVC. And you can see Tenacious having a solid map there, 10-6. Chippy also 9-5. So a good map overall for the team and for the squad. We will now head over to a Control. Control, not the greatest game mode for LVC, so I would definitely say Franklin still having a chance here. This is where a lot of teams have seen success against LVC. It is in the Control. This has just been a very common thing. LVC for the past few years, Control has just never been a strong suit. I'm not 100% sure why it is one way or the other, but regardless, the Control is just tends to be the place where teams take LVC, regardless if the team is arguably weaker than LVC as a whole. So we'll see how it turns out. It looks like it'll be Tuscan Control. This is definitely the map I'd prefer to be on if I was LVC. I think Tuscan is their best map. Gov is obviously an auto ban for us. Well, I shouldn't say obviously, but Gov is an auto ban for us. So I understand the thought process there. And I'm not sure who banned first and all of that. So maybe that was banned. The Gov was banned by Franklin. But regardless, LVC preferring to play Tuscan these days. We played Berlin a few times in the first few weeks of the season, and it just didn't go too well for us. So the players decided it would be best to move on, and if they have the choice between Tuscan and Berlin or Tuscan and whatever, they pick Tuscan over the other maps. We should be loading on in, and Franklin going to have to reverse sweep here if they want to take the series, and I think keep their season alive. I don't know their record off the top of my head. I think they're 2-3. But another loss here would be very critical. Even though the top 6 teams make it into playoffs, there is not a lot of room in that top 6 to qualify. So this is a very big series for Franklin. Or even just taking maps off of LVC here would be massive for them. It looks like we're going to have to get a restart on the lobby. So we will have to wait just a little bit longer. LVC currently up 2-0 in the Overwatch match over on the Bravo stream. Looks like the point is about to be, or the cart is about to be fully pushed to the third point, though, for the side of Cornell College. We are now in the lobby once again, just waiting for it to start up. And it looks like LVC Overwatch getting a solid hold on to that third point. So they will not need to push it the entire way, push the cart the entire way through if they want to close this series out in a 3-0. LVC Call of Duty also looking to set a 3-0 here as we load back into the game. Should be getting in any second now as Overwatch in between rounds at the moment. It's a big night for them as well. I don't know how many players, at least off the top of my head, I don't know how many teams make it into playoffs, but I believe it is also 6. I think most of the teams, or most of the Varsity Plus divisions, it is 6 teams that qualify. I think Valorant is the same way. I believe Rocket League is also the same way. So we will see LVC, both Call of Duty and Overwatch, actually, on the attacking side. But we'll focus on up in this one. So I will make sure to update you guys on Overwatch, though, if after their series ends or as their series comes to a close. ZWS going to be the first one on here for the side of Franklin, and he's going to get picked up immediately. All 4 players of LVC just rushing to this B site, and now they're starting to already get ticks. Chippy with a fantastic kill onto Super Slayer. Spicy picking up a third, and now Jay is the only one here to disrupt the push from LVC, and he finds Chippy on site. Trades, though, coming in for his kills. Jay the only one finding kills there. Now it is a 1v1 on site that is going to go to Dunder. LVC having control, getting that first tick and the 4 life advantage on to B here. And Dunder still putting in the work over here. That's a 5 spree for Dunder. Having a fantastic start already. He is 5-0, just trying to stay alive, trying to play his life. His teammates looking over him, finally getting taken down, but it is a 1v1 for Tenacious, and he will take that any day of the week as the B point gets captured by LVC so very quickly. You do not see that very often, and I think that is a fantastic call from LVC to push towards that B site first, as that point is immensely hard to capture. For the A site, you can get 1 wipe and pretty much capture the whole thing. That LVC are in a prime position to do so, as Spicy just watching the Franklin spawn. He is on a 5 streak of his own, has every player spawning from Franklin College right into his gun sites, or right into his sights. He finds another double. Spicy not allowing Franklin to push up, and it's 21-7 life count. LVC just putting Franklin through the blender in their spawn. Dunder picks up a double. LVC most certainly going to have this point. That is going to be 6 ticks for LVC. That is a massive opening for LVC there. I love the play call going straight to B instead of just hopping on that A site, as we see many teams do. LVC, though, having a great opening strat, and that really is what guides them through the whole round. They just continually force the players of Franklin to spawn right in front of their crosshairs, and that just allows them to frag out as heavily as possible. And man, LVC looking dominant in that first round. We're going to see Franklin go for the same strategy, but Dunder's here. He is here for the push, and LVC puts at least two players there, so the push will be a bit slower. But regardless, it still works out for Franklin for the time being. Tenacious not going to be able to pick anything up. Dunder trying to get through. Finds one. Can he find the second? No, he cannot. Now Chippy going to have to work through here. And no, Franklin doing the same thing as LVC did on the offensive round. This is huge for Franklin. Now they're forcing LVC into a spawn trap. Jay gets 2 free kills over and back tank, and this point most certainly going to go to Franklin unless if something disastrous would happen, but it doesn't look like that's going to occur. The B point captured. LVC down significantly in lives. Tenacious picks up one in the back of the spawn, but Gunsense going to be able to work his way through, finally getting flanked by Chippy. Spicy trying to push through spawn here. Or through the Franklin spawn here. Going to hear that nade get thrown by Jay. He's behind these players, so he's going to have at least one. Does have a one-on-one on site with Super Slayer, so he's just going to slide on out and find this kill. Things are starting to settle down a little bit more here in the round, as LVC still managing to keep the lives close at least. We're not seeing quite the heavy slaying from Franklin as we saw from LVC when they started off in that first round. Chippy going to be tucked under fire here, but it doesn't really matter as his teammates just picking up every single kill towards the site. And now they're pushing through into the spawn. Dunder finding two. Chippy getting one of his own. LVC slowly but surely draining the lives of Franklin, putting it in their favor. Tenacious going to be up top. Church here finds one. Going to get spotted by a second. He gets pinched up top, but the trade's still effective for LVC, and that's really what matters here for them. As now, finally, some hill control for the side of Franklin, but how much is it really going to be? As Spicy finding another kill, only getting taken out by that nade, but it doesn't matter. It's 8-2 lives. LVC certainly going to go up 2-0 here in the control. And now it's all down to ZWS, and that's all she wrote for that round. So very quickly, LVC just dominating in these rounds. Fantastic recovery from LVC there. As even though they they somewhat recognize or at least respect the B push off the rip, they still lose that point regardless. They do have a 3-tick advantage if somehow, some way, Franklin starts to bring this back and gets towards a reverse sweep in the control. But not only do they need a reverse sweep in the control, they need a reverse sweep in this series. Chippy flying through mid, gets a one-on-one with Jay and takes him out. Spicy going to find Super Slayer as well. A point in full control of LVC. Chippy flying through the spawn, finds another. He's on a 5 once again. How many times have we seen this man go on a 5 this map? Chippy staying alive there, needs one more for the glide bomb. And it looks like Spicy also has that glide bomb, so potentially 2 in the hands of LVC here. No! Chippy managing to get taken out by Jay there. That is a big kill. You do not want to see both of those glide bombs in their hands, as this is already a fairly dire situation for the side of Franklin. A point gets captured. Now Dunder on a 5 spree of his own. He could find a couple more, but gets taken out bottom church. Now LVC going to need to slow it down just a little bit, as we see Spicy get a bit overzealous there. Chippy pushed up in a good spot. Just needs to wait for his team to get back off of spawn. Jay going to get spotted over in P5, gets taken out. LVC now looking to get some forces here to push over to B. And LVC looking to get some control here. Chippy gonna get traded, or Spicy gonna get traded for Chippy's kill. Tenacious now looking over the B site, and LVC have a fair bit of map control here. Spicy gonna call in his glide bomb, looking for ZWS here, and he finds him. That's 3 kills for LVC here. Spicy now gonna be able to push through as well. Looking through the back spawn, doesn't expect the push from top church. Tenacious though gonna pick that one up, and church still the factor there for LVC as their push gets halted. Speaking of LVC, Overwatch so very close to capturing this third point and forcing taking the series in a 3-0 fashion. LVC looking to do the same here with a 3-0 in the control, but ZWS going to pick up that kill. LVC still has the life advantage, though. We're going to need to see a full wipe from Franklin if they want to keep themselves alive here, or if they want to keep this round close here. And we do see a pinch from Gunsense. Finds one. What else can he find, though? He's going to need a few more kills than that, and Tenacious taking him out. That is not what you want to see. Tenacious going for the pinch through, and that's a massive kill into Super Slayer. Fantastic shots from him. No respawns remaining for Franklin. This is their last life in this series. Jay finding one on the chippy. Gun sense down. No, now 3. 2 players left alive for Franklin College. What can they do? ZWS and Super Slayer are going to have to work together here. Thunder finds one, and the second goes to him as well. LVC going to take that series in a quick 3-0 fashion. 3-0 in the control as well. And as I say that, LVC Overwatch so very close. Just a few more meters left before they capture this point and take their series in a 3-0 as well. I wish I could call the names, but I cannot see the names from the way I have it. Not a lot of forces, though, for Overwatch on the point. So looks like the push going to get halted for the time being. And no, actually, one more player left alive for LVC. Gives them the map and gives them the series. So as LVC, Call of Duty finishes their series in a 3-0, they looked fairly dominant, especially in that control. And it all starts with that round number 1 where they push B off the rip. LVC Overwatch also finding the 3-0 in their series. And that is a great set from both Call of Duty and Overwatch. Unfortunately, Valorant's series ended in an FF for the other team, but we manage as we just kind of impromptu through the stream on for this one. But that'll be it for us tonight. We will be back once again tomorrow for LVC Rocket League in a massive matchup with Alvernia for NECC as they look to take actually not take number 1, but take down number 1. Take down number 1 Alvernia in their division. They are currently undefeated along with Siena College. Both of those teams undefeated. Alvernia is a fantastic team this year. They have a really good roster from what I've been told, so they should have a good matchup tomorrow night. That will be the first match we show on the main stream, as we will also have Overwatch taking on Ole Miss tomorrow night over on main after we see Rocket League Team 1 take on Alvernia. And alongside that, Smash will be taking on Shenandoah for their first match of the NACE playoffs. They'll be taking on Shenandoah at 7. Rainbow Six will also be taking on Kaiser U at 7 for their their second to last NACE match of the fall semester. And as I had said, Overwatch will be put on mainstream at 7 after the Rocket League matchup. But that's going to be it for us tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed at least the ending of that Call of Duty match there. So that'll be it from us. Hopefully we don't have any forfeits tomorrow, and we will be back with Rocket League Team 1 taking on Alvernia.